Gang, welcome everybody to my live. I'm so excited that you're here. I won't be on here long. Do you want to know about the Supreme Court's decision to strike down New York's gun laws? Then come on in. Let's talk about it real quick. And let's talk about what it means, okay? Because I think that's super important. And I think it's important for us to talk about this. This is big news. This is big news. This is two-way news that you can use. So you better bring that ass on in here. You better share this out with somebody that needs to know this information too, because like, what? Gang, Koi in the building. So let me tell you, let's get right into it. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Tanjanika. I'm the CEO of Tactical Tangerine Defense. We specialize in premier to a content, events, and trainings, okay? And so this is right up our alley. This is news that we're going to bring to you first, okay? Now, this happened this morning. So, I had to read it all. I had to figure out what was going on before I came to you guys. So when you come in, please hit that like button so you guys can know what's going on. Okay, so I told you guys about this last year. Major win, Doc. Major win. I told you guys about this last year, right? I said the Supreme Court Justice is going to be ruling on this around July of next year. And so this happened, right? So we didn't quite make it to July. It's June. It's June something. What's today's date? It's because this needs to go down in history. June 23rd. Okay, so what happened was two guys, right? Celebrity Juicer Gang. Two guys in New York sued the state of New York. They applied for their concealed carry license. They did not get it, right? So what happened was they applied for it, and because they applied, they were immediately dismissed from being able to get it. So they sued the people that make the decisions in New York. They sued them. Their lawsuit was overturned, right? Their lawsuit was like, no, we're going to go by the state of New York. This is not going to work. You're not going to be able to get it. And there's absolutely no reason that they were turned down from being able to get their concealed carry license. So in the state of New York, it has to be a situation where like you need to have a reason to conceal carry. It's not like safety. It's not for anything like self-defense or anything like that. It has to be like you carry large amounts of cash. You are like law enforcement or prior law enforcement or something like that, or your government. There's got to be an absolute reason that you need your firearm every single day and can carry. And it's only like 100 some people who have this right to carry in the state of New York. Now think about that. It's only like a little over 100 people that have permission to defend themselves in a situation if it comes down to it. And it's so much red tape, it's so much strenuous things that you got to go through in order to get it, right? So no one really qualifies. So these two gentlemen sued the state of New York, and they were turned down. Their lawsuit was turned down. Their names are Brandon Kosh and Robert Nash. They are adult law-abiding New York residents who both applied for unrestricted licenses to carry a handgun in public based on the interest of self-defense. So again, they were turned down, and then so they sued the district court, and they sued the Court of Appeals, and they lost both of those, right? So then they took that shit to the Supreme Court. They took that shit to the Supreme Court, y'all. They was like, I bet we not giving up. And in my spirit, by the name Kosh and Nash, I feel like they're other. I feel like they're white, and that's cool, right? Because white people don't play that shit. You're not gonna tell them no on nothing. I be like, all my white friends be like, what did they say? I'll give them a call. I'll fix it. I'll be like, go fix it then. Go fix it then. So, white people don't play that. Don't tell nobody no. Don't tell them no, right? So grateful to them. Do you hear me? Grateful. Great. Gang, Crystal in the building. Y'all, so they sued the Supreme, and they took it all the way to the Supreme Court. So we found out last year that the Supreme Court actually took up the case. Like the Supreme Court doesn't take up cases like this. They don't even do gun-related cases. They haven't done anything like this in over a decade. So it was a major big deal that they even took the case in the first place. So the fact that they took the case, and the fact that we had so many pro 2A justices, we thought this would go in our favor, but you never know until you know, right? So today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen, that the Supreme Court justice struck down New York handgun laws, right? And so what does this mean, right? What does that mean? So what that means is they have ruled that their laws are unconstitutional, meaning that it does not support the Second and 14th Amendment. It does not help keep their citizens safe and give them the right to bear arms or give them the right to protect and defend themselves with self-defense. So they struck those laws down. This does not change anything immediately. You cannot start carrying your firearm today in Brooklyn. That don't mean that. That's not what that means. I won't even be responsible if I tell you that's what that means. Okay, so what that means is They're going to have to revise everything. They're going to have to look at everything now because they have the worst laws in the country. Them in California have the worst fucking gun laws in the country. The fact that people still live in these places is like asinine to me, but it is what it is, right? And so they now have to look at all of their laws and they have to revise everything, especially their process in order for people to go and get their handgun permit or their carry permit. They have armed society as a polite society. Do you hear me? Everybody is keeping it cute when you armed. Do you hear me? That's a good one. Maryland laws are trash also. They are trash as well, but one state at a time. So let me tell you, let me get to it, right? So what this means is they're going to have to revise all of their laws. Nothing changes immediately, but as in the next 18 months, I'm going to keep you guys abreast of what's happening. I'm going to keep you guys informed of what the changes are going to be, but this just happened today. So it's baby steps. On top of that, we just know, like not even a month or two ago, they had that massacre in Buffalo. So people are feeling mixed about this. Some people are applauding this. Some people are like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe the Supreme Court did this. So you have a lot of mixed people feeling different ways about this, right? And it's justifiable, it's understandable. I'm the type of person, listen, I'm gonna go on record and say I don't give a damn if it happened to me. I'm gonna always still tell you have your firearm. I'm gonna still, if it happened to my family, I'm gonna still preach for people to have a firearm because it's the great equalizer for a fucking reason. Do you hear me? I don't give a good goddamn. Carbon Q in the building. I don't care what happens, you need a firearm, okay? Because criminals ain't paying attention to the laws. It was illegal to murder people at a grocery store in Buffalo, but yet that nigga still did it. Okay, so that's it and that's all. So the point I'm trying to make is I will always believe in firearms. I will always believe that they're the great equalizer. I will always believe that law-abiding citizens should have the right to carry them. I will always believe that they need access to it and no judge, no government entities just stand in the way of that. Okay, so I really believe that. So this is a major big deal. We've been waiting on this. Now it finally came down. Criminals don't give a damn about the law. They just don't care. And he lived to tell that. They don't even kill him. They don't even body him for us. They don't even pull him out on a stretcher. They don't shoot him in the kneecap or nothing. They just let them live. Make it make sense. So no, we gonna have armed citizens in grocery stores and at supermarkets and at theaters and at concerts and all the places, and I'm here for that. And so that just happened today. I want you to take away two things from this. Two things. They raised the age to own a rifle in most cases to 21. What are they going to give the soldiers under 21 in the military? They goofy. That's some goofy shit. And that's what a lot of people were up in arms about because simultaneously, there are several bills, anti-gun bills that are being passed, and they're bipartisan, right? Meaning that Republicans and Democrats agree that something needs to be done. So there's a lot of bipartisan anti-gun bills that are being put out. One of them was changing the age from 18 to 21. So everyone that's serving in the military, they were saying that they should protest. They also did something with storage. So you have to have, it's mandatory storage now. And then I'll do a full real review on this. I'm just like giving y'all an overview. They did something with storage, and they also did something with, it was three things that they changed. 18 to 21, storage, and I think they tried to do something with background checks. So they tried to do something with background checks as well. So I say all this to say, listen, this was a big deal for several reasons. Number one, people think shit can't be challenged. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we the people, this is what that means. We the fucking people, y'all. Two men, two people, two individuals say, nope. Boyfriend loophole was also what they did. You're absolutely right. Boyfriend loophole was another one that they did. Two men were like, no, I have never broken the law. I have never done anything egregious or unethical. I deserve to be able to defend myself. You see crime is going up everywhere. You see New York is a cesspool of criminals, and yet you got the nerve to deny me? No, I'm gonna sue you guys. I lost here. I'm not giving up. I'm going to the Supreme Court. I'm taking it to the highest court in the land. Do you hear me? That's what that means, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as we understand that, we the people understand that we have the power. I'm so sick of these politicians getting away with everything because we don't challenge them. No one runs against them. They be in office 30, 40 years. And they let everything go. Red flag laws are being passed as well. You're absolutely right, Big Fish, Little Boat. Red flag laws are super scary. Red flag laws are super scary. They're passing those as well. We don't incentivize the citizens to get trained, armed, and be able to get proper storage. We don't. You're absolutely. What's the real reason IRS bought $700,000 on armor? Don't make sense. When I tell you guys, we have to understand, like, they work for us, and I promise you, I know it sounds like easier said than done, but legit, they legit work for us. And the nanosecond, so I know big business has taken over, lobbying business has taken over, but we the fucking people still got the last say. They done overturned an entire state's laws. Do you hear me? Egregious laws that shouldn't even been on the books in the first place. This matters. This is important. We need to make sure that we understand this. And every other law that's coming on the books that's going to hinder law-abiding citizens from being able to protect themselves needs to go. And anyone voting for them needs to go. We are done. We are done voting blindly just because we have an allegiance to a certain... No, you ain't talking about shit I'm talking about. I ain't talking to you. You ain't talking about shit I'm talking about. I ain't talking to you. That's how it works. That's how it should work. So this is a very, very big deal. New York, stand up. New York, stand up. Okay, your gun laws are now about to be revised and changed. Illinois needs constitutional carry. Illinois needs a lot. Illinois needs a lot. Anything that mandatory goes against our 2A rights, doing background checks is against our 2A rights. 100%. 100%. They're trying to disarm the people because they're destroying the U.S. purposely. 100%. This is strategic. We are the last line of defense when it comes to fucking tyranny, to fucking anarchy, until the government comes in and bulldoze your shit and be like, I own it now. Like I'm taking over your family now. We are literally the last line of defense of that. That's the only reason they ain't ran up in your shit yet. I believe that with my whole heart and soul. I really, really do. I'm not even joking. So when I say, like, this is significant for that reason alone, that two men made a decision to ride it out and we're going to go as far as we can go. And they did, and they won. They did, and they won. Okay? He said, being from New York, never thought it would happen. I moved to Arizona. Do you see? Do you know how many people that have given up? Do you know how many people that have moved and just gave up, washed their hands of it? How is that going to change anything? And I know it takes, listen. I served in 2 tours in Iraq. I ain't doing shit else. Okay? Do you hear me? I don't owe nobody. They still ain't helped me from the last situation I was in. So it's not on me. My job is to give you information, and someone needs to ride. I'm willing to put my money behind you, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because the first time somebody talked to me crazy. The first time. Do you hear me? The first time somebody talked to me crazy and bring up some shit I did in the past. What the fuck that got to do with now? What the fuck that got to do with me changing shit right now? So you bringing up old shit and they do shit like that. Don't worry about what the fuck I was doing. Let's talk about what's going on right now and how unjust and unconstitutional this shit is that's going on. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to talk about that. They want to bring up your old shit and I ain't got time for that. So we ain't going to do that. I ain't going to run. But I will back somebody that I believe in who is definitely about that life and getting shit changed. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think this is a really big deal. It's 134 pages. I haven't read it yet. It just came out today, so I'm going to read it so I can be way more informed. And I think I'm going to do it on Chocolate Tangerine, or I might do it another live. But, this is, and be mindful of this. I know we're in the 2A community, but I really am super sensitive to people who have had tragedies from gun violence. I get it. It doesn't feel like a win, but it really is. Even if it happened to you and yours, it's still a win. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now it won't happen to your family again if you think like that. Be like, next time we gonna be ready for that ass. That's the spirit that we're gonna have to come with when it comes to the 2A. I promise you, because to just think that taking away firearms is the answer is not it. Is not it. I've never understood people belong to a party. They both are disservice to the average citizen. Do you hear me? Like, 2 heads of the exact same snake. Do you hear me? 2 heads of the exact same snake. So I wanted to come on here and tell you guys this. This is a huge win. This happened, and Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas was the one that came out with it and said, that this is unconstitutional, and we was waiting on it. We've been waiting on it. I promise you we have. And New York gonna have to get their ass together. So New York governor that came out, nothing has changed. Everything's still the same. Okay, you lost. You salty. You feel away. Get over it. New York, stand up. Get these motherfuckers out of here. New York, stand up. Like, goddamn. Like, I hope they would have it in Arizona. I ain't going back if I can't take my file. I know that's right. I know that's right. I just ordered a Glock 26 prepared for my CCW. Good for you. Congratulations. Congratulations. So I just wanted to tell y'all that this is not the end of the fight. California should be next, but listen, this was a big deal because it changes the entire country. The Supreme Court justice rules on this, and now the entire country has to take note of this. Do you understand? So now people in California are justified to sue the state to get their concealed carry licenses up and running. Do you understand what I'm saying? California, stand up. Maryland, stand up. New York, stand up. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a big deal. And I truly, truly am so, it's adult time to recognize all of this that's going on. It's adult time right now. It really, really is. Because for all the bad shit, because it be a gang of bad shit, you be inching along with them goods. We got to take these wins when we got them. And this is a win, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So this is a win. Read the book New World Order. Everything that happened or is happening is in that book. I believe it. I heard of that actually. And then is that 1804 some shit like that. That's another one that predicts what's going on, all that stuff. Then they said there's another second wave of the panorama coming. So y'all need to get ready. There's about to be a shortage of food, and there's about to be a shortage of menstrual supplies for women. Make sure y'all get on this, okay? Do not wait to the last minute. Stock up on your tissue goddamn right now. Do not, if I see you in that store, if I see you on camera fighting over some rolls of tissue, I'm losing it, gang. I'm gonna lose it. So get your shit right now. There's about to be a shortage on every fucking thing, okay? It might go into chaos, ain't no telling. So I'm not telling you to scare you. I'm telling you to warn you. I'm telling you to warn you and let you know it's not a drill. It is not a joke. The supply chain issues is just starting to roll out. Right? So it's a lag effect. It doesn't happen. It's almost like a ripple. You know how you throw a rock in the river and then there's one ripple and two ripples and three and four and stuff and it spreads out? That's what's happening. The first one was all them ships that was on the goddamn ocean just stranded out there. Couldn't come into port. That was step one. All right? That was the pebble. The next pebble is like we running out of shit. Slow. Have you been to the grocery store lately? Have you been lately? The grocery store look like you need to go to the grocery store. Do you hear me? That shit looking good and terrible, and them shells looking bare in the motherfucker. So I'm telling you, get ready, be prepared, get your family in order, stock up on ammo. If you can start reusing ammo, that would be best. I just said it. If you can reuse ammo, that would be best. Okay, ammo, and more ammo. Get ammo, okay, guys? And then make sure you dry fire and practice. If not, come to digital gun ranges so you can practice and stuff. Empty shells, looking crazy. Baby formula was the beginning. Baby formula was the beginning. And if you don't give a damn about the babies, if you don't give a good goddamn about the babies, and if somebody antennas wasn't prickly up and was like, oh, we are low on baby formulas. I know somebody was in charge. I did supply and logistics in the Marine Corps. Okay, if we ain't do nothing, we kept an inventory. Do you hear me? I'm in procurement. Worse is coming. Worse is coming. I was in procurement, supply chain management. Let me tell you something. If we ain't know nothing, we knew an inventory. And this inventory is low, ladies and gentlemen, on everything. I'm not making it up. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you what's going on. So that's what's happening. And in places like New York, who have anti-gun laws, if you don't have access to a firearm and somebody run up in your shit, what you gonna do? If the laws are so restrictive, you can't even have a firearm at your house, what you gonna do? So again, this has not changed today, but it will be changing. Okay, gasoline in LA is $7.48. I believe it. No, we're headed to $10 a gallon. We're definitely. How the lower courts will be subjecting that ruling, and this could affect AWB laws and MAG laws as well. Okay, there's no place like this, so okay, no, for real. So we got to make sure we stay on top of this. I will definitely give you some updates on what's going on as it keeps coming out, okay? And I will let you guys know how they're going to roll this out, what changes they're going to be making, because they have to make change. They can't ignore this. That's one of the things. Like, like I don't want to hear this. Like, they thought it was cute when they denied the two men on the state level. Then the men took it to the Supreme Court, and now they got to listen. They have to listen. So recognize the power of us, power of the people. We can change shit, y'all. We really, really can. We just got to stand up and ride it out. That's honestly, and it ain't for us. They done made laws. I mean, they done changed laws for our next generation. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not just for us. It's for the next generation. And they're gonna have a better New York. They're gonna have a better California. So that's what we have to. That's what we have to do. And it's easier said than done. I get it, right? But it can be done. It can absolutely be done. So I love you guys too. I love you guys so much. I'm always keep you in the loop, Lana. I'm always keep you in the loop. So I'm gonna read the 135 pages, and I'm gonna come back and give you a full breakdown on what it says and how specifically they're gonna change the law. But just know, laws are gonna change. So with that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I will see you back here tomorrow on Tactical Tangerine.